Alright guys, so we've got the workout brief for Wednesday the 25th of March. Now you would have seen on Wodify a couple of different options for today. The first one is a takeoff of a team workout we had programmed. So originally we had teams of 3, 7-minute AMRAP, 50 back squats at 70 and 48, 84 and 60, 102 and 70. Then you would rest 3 minutes, do it again, and you would share the repetitions. Now we've changed it to an individual workout. This is only going to work obviously if you've got a barbell and some weight to work with. We've dropped it back to individual efforts. It's still going to be a 7-minute AMRAP, but we're going to keep it at 15 back squats, starting with 70 and 48 kilos. Obviously with the weights, you're going to have to just get as close as you can to the mark. We're looking at a weight for that first set of back squats that we could probably go pretty easily unbroken there. Doing 15 without breaking. Once you've done the 15, you're going to casually change your plates over. And the reason we say casually is we don't want to rush through and be spending 5 minutes at that maximum weight. You're going to absolutely destroy your legs if you do that. That's not how this workout is designed. So what we're going to do is casually do that so that we kind of have this 1 to 2 work to rest ratio. So imagine you're in a team of 3, and that's how we're going to approach it. So when we get to that set of 15, if you're in your team of 3, you'd probably do maybe a set of 10 or even less on that, and then you'd take double that as your rest break, including the changeover time. So I want you to approach that the same for the back squats, for the bench press, and also for the power clean. So as you go through, keep in mind, we're not trying to maximize the reps in 7 minutes. You're absolutely going to destroy either your legs, your chest, or your hips and shoulders on that one. So take it nice and steady in terms of the changeover. When you are on the barbell, for the back squats, you're probably looking to go unbroken there, so unbroken sets. And then for your max set of back squats, maybe 1 or 2 sets at most. We don't want to be doing 5 sets there. Then we're going to rest for 3 minutes. We're going to do another AMRAP with bench press. Now if you don't have a bench, you can just do a floor press, that's fine. We're increasing the weight 60, 40, 70, 48, 84, 60. All the weights are on Wodify, even if you can't read it on the board here. We're going to rest another 3 minutes, and then we're going to hit the final one with power cleans. When we get to the power cleans, it is pretty heavy for that last weight, and that's what we're after. So I don't anticipate, punching out too many more than sort of 10 reps on that last weight of the power clean. Remember, we're not trying to accumulate maximum reps here. Just get through the work, get some load on the body. All right, our next options are probably more likely what you will be doing today and what most of the people watching this will be attacking. And that is 2 6-minute AMRAPs, as many reps or rounds and reps as possible. You're going to rest 2 minutes in between those 6-minute AMRAPs. The first one is building in repetition. So we do 2 reverse stepping lunges with 1 dumbbell, and then we do 20 double unders. And then we increase the lunges up to 4, and then we do 20 double unders, and then 6, and then 20. The double under repetitions remain static. We do those for 20, and then we go back and we increase the lunge component only by 2 reps until we hit that 6-minute mark. Then we're going to rest for 2 minutes, and then in the second 6 minutes, the repetition scheme remains the same, except instead of a reverse stepping lunge with a single dumbbell, we're going to do a dumbbell snatch from the ground. With that, that's with the dumbbell option. If you don't have a dumbbell and we're doing purely body weight, all of the rep scheme remains the exact same. So we still keep the reps the same. We still keep the increasing 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on and so forth until we run out of time in that 6 minutes. The rest period remains the same, and then same for the dumbbell. For the second AMRAP, 2, 4, 6, and keeping the other reps at 20. The difference being with this one is we do the lunge with an odd object. So it could be, a bag with some water bottles in it, or a sandbag, or anything that's going to provide you with some resistance essentially. The second AMRAP is then a ground to overhead, and that's also done with the same odd object that you used in the first one. Now, instead of the double unders, if you don't have a skipping rope or you don't have the room to skip, we're just going to jump over the object. Alright, so we'll just jump backwards and forwards for 20 repetitions. Alright, let's have a look at the movements. So guys, for the reverse lunge, we can hold the dumbbell however you want. So we can pick it up, hold it like a suitcase, stand back, keeping the chest tall, pressing through that heel and coming up. You can swap sides if you like. You could hold it up in that rack position if you like, but we are stepping backwards with the lunge, pulling up and through and pressing through that front leg. With the dumbbell snatch, both heads of the dumbbell are going to touch the ground. We're going to drive that dumbbell up overhead, keeping a nice flat back, standing it up, alternating sides as we go. Main priority there is we're keeping that lumbar spine in a good position, driving up nice and powerful as we punch under. Let's try not to get lazy in that lower spine as we continue on into the workout and we get a little bit tired. Alrighty guys, the next thing, if we don't have a dumbbell for tomorrow but we do have a kettlebell, we can easily just front rack that kettlebell and go into our back rack stepping lunges. We can also do a kettlebell snatch. The snatch will be done from a swing position. You won't go back to the ground. We're going to come up, pulling that kettlebell up. As it comes up and transitions, we're going to slide our hand through and around and have it rest on the outside. Watching that again slowly. I'm going to come up for the swing. Now if I do it in slow time, I'm going to use my other hand just to show you. Coming up, the hand is coming from this pull position or this up position through, twisting around as I punch. And that way, the kettlebell is not going over the top of my wrist or over the top of my hand and smacking my wrist. Guys, there's plenty of instructional videos on YouTube for kettlebell snatches and different things. So if you need to look at that, by all means do it. Just remember, we don't have to go all the way to the ground for the kettlebell snatch. All right. So with the double under, guys, you can either do double unders or you can take it back to single skips. Take it back to single skips. Let's just keep it at 20. There's going to be plenty of volume there. It just means you're going to get a little bit more work through the legs if you're fast through the double unders. Okay, guys. So for the second part of the workout, we're going to, if you don't have a dumbbell, we can potentially use an odd object. So the first thing you could do is if you have a backpack, we can grab some water bottles, chuck them in the pack. We can grab our backpack up for the reverse lunge. We can hold it in front and do the same movement. We can also do our ground to overhead with the backpack. All right. Again, we're focusing on that same natural curve of the lumbar spine, flat position, no matter what the object is. We can also, if you don't have a backpack, have varying weights. We can use nice light weight for our lunge, or even our ground to overhead. If that's a bit light, we have a second option, a little bit heavier. Like that. Or ground to overhead. Lastly, we have our RX Plus option. Again, best way for this one is on the shoulder, stepping back and up as we go. Ground to overhead becomes a little bit more challenging. You need them to sit down, hold tight, with their legs tucked up. If we don't have a skipping rope and we're using an odd object, we need them to lay down. And you're going to laterally hop either over the object and back for 20 reps, or over the object for 20 reps. Grab a kid, have a bit of fun, enjoy your workout.